Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Hi, this is the music of Eric B. And today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to play the Rainbow Connection by Paul Williams. And I actually have two versions of this on my streaming at the Music of Eric B. Just on streaming, and that's Eric with a K. Thanks for joining me. So let's go over how to play it. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to tune up one whole step. So that's two half steps. All right, and this will get us in the key of Kermit. So we're going to play it on these keys, but we're tuning it up one whole step or two half steps, just so it gets in the key of Kermit. All right, so let's start. All right, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb on the G, and then you're going to put your middle finger on G here up here, and your pinky on B up here. And that's the very first chord there. All right, and now all you're going to do to add to that is you're going to add your thumb on the D, and you're going to alternate between this D and this G and B. So do it slower. All right, next part. Your thumb is going to be on the E, your pointer finger is going to be on G, and your pinky is going to be on C. And you can kind of like do it like not all at the same time, but just like so it kind of is kind of in succession there. All right, so as soon as you've got that part, we can start going into the verse. And the verse is going to be pinky on G, and your right hand is going to be G major. Now, of course, we've tuned it up a whole step, so it's not going to be the actual G major, but on the keys, it's the G major. So pinky on G, and right hand is going to be G major, which is G with the thumb, B with the middle finger, and D with the pinky. So the first chord here is how many, or so. Why are there? Why are there? Why are there? Why are there? All right. And we're going to just continue the same rhythm, but with other chords. So many. So here you have your thumb on the E, and your right hand is going to be E minor, which is E with the thumb, G with the middle finger, and B with the pinky. Doing the same thing. Why are there so many? So let's just do those first two chords a few times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why are there so many? 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 All right. Next chord, A minor. So So I have my thumb on A on the left hand. Right hand, I have A minor, which is A with the thumb, C with the middle finger, and E with the pinky. All right. Why are there so many songs about? That's the third chord. Fourth chord, rainbows. Have my thumb on D on the left hand. On the right hand, I have D major, which is D with the thumb, F sharp with the middle finger, and A with the pinky. Let's just do those first four chords. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? 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 All right, perfect. And next we're going to move on to, so far we have this. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And now let's go on to the new part. And this is just G again. So you can put your thumb on G, and right hand G major, which is G with the thumb, B with the middle finger, and D with the pinky. And what's on the so why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the So this is just E minor again. So E with the thumb. Right hand is going to be E minor, which is the thumb on E, the middle finger on G, and the pinky on B. Same chord we did in the first progression. And next, C major. So you can do C with the thumb. And then on the right hand, it's going to be C major. So C with the thumb, E with the middle finger, and G with the pinky. All right, let's do what we've got so far. So, why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Now I had this last chord is just D major. So thumb on, and you might have noticed I'm not always playing the bass note with the thumb. I'm going weird fingers on there sometimes. But thumb, you can do thumb on the D, and then the right hand is going to be D major, which is D with the thumb, F sharp with the middle finger, and A with the pinky. All right, so you've gotten through, we've gotten through basically the whole first verse part. Let's play what we've got so far. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? All right, so I might have given some bad direction on the bass notes earlier. So I think it would probably be easier if you do your pinky with the G, and then you can just go up to your thumb with the E. Why are there so many songs? You can do your fourth finger on A about rainbows, and you can do your pointer on D. And what's on the other side? So middle finger on C. So that'll make it easier on your hands if instead of just doing the thumb for all of it. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Again, rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. Now here I'm just going to stay on the C major. Hide. What is the lyrics for this one? Just had a memory lapse there. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So anyway, we go. What is the lyrics? Oh, so we've been told, and many choose to believe it. All right, that's it. Okay, that took me a while. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. Believe it. Keep staying on the C. I know they're wrong. Wait and see. Okay, so this one I've got my pointer finger on B here on the left hand. The right hand, I've got thumb on the A. I've got the pointer finger on D, and I've got the fourth finger on F sharp. I know they're wrong, wait and see. And then the last chord you can do E major. So that's E with the thumb, E major on the right hand, so E with the thumb, G sharp with the middle finger, and B with the pinky. So that whole part goes, so we've been told and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. All right, so we're up to there. Now the last part, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. Lovers, the dreamers, and me. Let's do that last part. So, someday we'll find it. Someday we'll find it. First chord is going to be A on the left hand with the pinky, and A minor on the right hand. So that's A with the thumb, C with the middle finger, and E with the pinky. Someday we'll. Now you're going to, on the left hand, you're going to go up to D with the thumb. Find it. Right hand, you're going to go up to D major. So which D major on the right hand is D with the thumb, F sharp with the middle finger, and A with the pinky. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow. Okay, we're moving into new territory. You got your fourth finger on B here on the left hand, and we have a B minor on the right hand. So that's B with the thumb, D with the pointer finger, and F sharp with the fourth finger. So far we've got someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, back to the E major, and I have my pointer finger on E here just because it's convenient. E major again is E with the thumb, G sharp with the middle, and B with the pinky. Then we repeat the lovers, the dreamers. So those first two chords again, A minor, the dreamers, and Now we go to the very intro. Me. So G with the thumb, and you're going to go back to your intro. All right, so you've just done the whole first verse. Let's go through that very slowly. Just go through the whole thing up to where we've got so far. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. Gonna stay on the sea. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, great job. So let's go to the second verse, which is exactly the same, except I'm choosing to do, instead of just one bass note on the G, I'm going to do another bass note, two bass notes at the same time to make it more emphatic. So we have pinky on lower G and thumb on the G above it. And it's going to be the same chords we've done so far. So let's see, what are the lyrics for this one? Something about who said that every dream would be heard and answered, or every wish would be heard and answered. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. So you can see this is exactly the same thing, except we're doing two bass notes with the left hand just to make it a little bit stronger, because we're moving on to the second part, so it's escalating. And so what's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, you've successfully completed the first two verses. Now we're going to go to the bridge. And me, all of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. So this is where we do a key change, and it is a little bit more difficult playing in just a completely new key. You kind of have to start over, it seems like. But let's do this bridge part. Left hand is going to be G, right hand G major. All of us. Let's see, where do we end? The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, and me. Now next chord, left hand go down to F sharp with the pinky and F sharp with the pinky. All of us. Right hand is F sharp with the thumb A with the pointer, and D with the pinky. That's the second chord. All of us, minor. So E with the pinky and E with the thumb. Right hand E minor, which is E with the thumb, G with the middle finger, and B with the pinky. D major, left hand D and D, right hand D with the thumb, F sharp with the middle finger, and A with the pinky. So under its spell, we know. This is just a C major. So C and C on the left hand. On the right hand is going to be C major, which is C with the thumb, E with the middle finger, and G with the pinky. We got one more chord to go down to, which is a B minor. So left hand B minor, or B and B. And then we've got right hand is going to be B minor, which is B with the thumb, D with the pointer, and F sharp with the fourth finger. Probably match. So this is going to be D and D on the left hand. On the right hand, we got D major. So D with the thumb, F sharp with the middle finger, and A with the pinky. Magic. This is where we do the key change. So your left hand is going to be D sharp with the pinky, D sharp with the thumb. Right hand, we got D sharp major, which is D sharp with the thumb, G with the middle finger, and A sharp with the pinky. So this is where we change keys, and we have to redo our life completely and learn whole new key, which is kind of a pain. It kind of gets tricky. It's not as easy as the first key we've been playing in, but it's necessary. So we've done the key change. So many, all of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Let's just practice that a few times. I don't think I've gone through the whole thing. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. All right, let's move into new territory. So, have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. So let's go through these new chords. Remember, we just moved a half step up, so everything is exactly the same except it's a half step up. So left hand, you've got G sharp with your pinky and G sharp with your thumb. Right hand, we're going to have G major. So G sharp with your thumb, C with the middle finger, and D sharp with the pinky. Have you been half asleep? Left hand, we got F with the pinky and F with the thumb. Right hand is going to be F minor, which is F with the thumb, G sharp with the middle finger, and C with the pinky. Have you been half asleep? And have. Left hand is going to be A sharp and A sharp on the left hand. Right hand is going to be A sharp minor. See, these chords are a little trickier. which is A sharp on the thumb, C sharp with the middle finger, and F with the pinky. Have you heard voices? Have you been half asleep? And have you... Let's just do those 3 chords. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard? Have you been half asleep? And have you heard? Have you been half asleep? And have you heard? Let's move on. Voices. We got left hand D sharp and D sharp. So D sharp with the pinky, D sharp with the thumb. Right hand is going to be D sharp major. So that is D sharp with the thumb, G with the middle finger, and A sharp with the pinky. Have you heard voices? Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? All right, now we're going to repeat that. I've heard them calling my name. Instead of going to the A sharp, we're going to this C sharp. So C sharp with the pinky, C sharp with the thumb. Right hand, C sharp with the thumb, F with the middle finger, and G sharp with the pinky. I've heard them calling my name. And then repeat. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? Right? It could be, it might be one and the same. All right, so now we're to the second part. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. This is just C sharp and C sharp, and C sharp major on the right hand, which is C sharp with the thumb, F with the middle, and G sharp with the pinky. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something. All right. Go down to C with the pinky, C with the thumb, and then we want to go C minor with the right hand. So that's C with the thumb, D sharp with the middle finger, and G with the pinky. Something that I'm supposed to be. This is where it gets tricky for me because I forget whether it's major or minor or where I am. So F and F on the left hand, right hand F major, F with the thumb, A with the middle finger, and C with the pinky. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. And then someday we'll find it. The rainbow rain. See, I get confused here. Rainbow connection. This is where it gets confusing for me. So we got A sharp and A sharp on the left hand. Right hand A sharp minor, which is A sharp with the thumb, C sharp with the middle finger, and F with the pinky. Someday we'll find it. Going up to D sharp major, D sharp and D sharp on the left hand. The right hand, D sharp with the thumb, G with the middle finger, and A sharp with the pinky. Someday we'll find it. The rainbow. This is minor, I always have to remind myself. C and C on the left hand, and C minor on the right hand. So that's C with the thumb, D sharp with the middle, and G with the pinky. connection. And this is major now, so everything's changing, major, minor. It gets confusing. F and F on the left hand, and then we have F major on the right hand. So that's F with the thumb, A with the middle finger, and C with the pinky. All right. So someday we'll find it. Someday we'll find it. The rainbow connection. The lovers. Rainbow connection. Last part. The lovers. A sharp minor. A sharp and A sharp on the left hand. A sharp with the thumb. C sharp with the middle finger, and F with the pinky. The dreamers. D sharp major. D sharp and D sharp on the left hand. D sharp major on the right hand. D sharp with the thumb. G with the middle finger, and A sharp with the pinky. And me. Now we got G sharp major again. G sharp and G sharp on the left hand. Right hand G sharp major. G sharp with the thumb. C with the middle finger, and D sharp with the pinky. Let's go through that whole thing, that whole second part where we're in this new key, and we can just review it. So, have you heard? Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? It could be, it might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, very good. So that new key, where you are tuned up half step, is a little bit tricky. Took me a while to get. I was getting confused on which was major and which was minor, especially on this part where someday we'll find it, the rainbow. This is minor. I gotta remember that. Connection. This is major. I gotta remember that. So. Because previously you were playing F minor, so have you heard, been half asleep? You're playing F minor this time. So it just gets all confusing. But anyway, let's go to the very last part, which is G sharp and G sharp with the left hand, G sharp major with the right hand. So that's G sharp with the thumb, C with the middle finger, and D sharp with the pinky. La, da, da. Left hand G and G, right hand G with the thumb, A sharp with the pointer, and D sharp with the pinky. Da, da, da. Left hand F and F, right hand F minor. So F with the thumb, G sharp with the middle finger, and C with the pinky. Da. Down to this, so this is D sharp and D sharp on the left hand, right hand D sharp with the thumb, G with the middle finger, and A sharp with the pinky. Down to C sharp major, C sharp and C sharp on the left hand, C sharp major on the right hand, which is C sharp with the thumb, F with the middle finger, and G sharp with the pinky. major, da, 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 back to the G sharp major. So that whole part is so that is the whole song. That's the Rainbow. That's Rainbow Connection. I guess I don't know if there's a the in front of it. Let's play. I'm going to play it from the beginning. Let's play through the whole thing. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice could be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da 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 da. All right, this has been a lesson on how to play the Rainbow Connection in the key of Kermit, which you're gonna tune your keyboard 2 half steps up or 1 whole step up. I do have 2 versions of this on streaming right now, one with drums and bass and one just solo. And it's under the Music of Eric B., which is Eric with a K. So the Music of Eric B., Eric was spelled with a K. Thanks again for listening. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.